The 2026 Volvo XC60 arrives as a masterclass in Scandinavian restraint, fused with quiet confidence. A luxury mid-size SUV that does not shout for attention yet commands it effortlessly. From the very first glance, the XC60 communicates a philosophy rather than a gimmick. This is a vehicle designed not merely to be driven, but to be lived with, trusted, and admired over time. Volvo has refined, sharpened, and intellectually matured the XC60 to such an extent that it feels less like a product refresh and more like a philosophical statement on what modern luxury should represent. The exterior design remains unmistakably Volvo, but every line feels more deliberate, more composed. The signature Thor's hammer-led headlights cut through the air with a surgical precision, giving the front fascia a poised yet assertive expression. The grille stands confident without being aggressive, flanked by sculpted body panels that balance elegance with athletic intent. This is not a flamboyant SUV, it is a dignified one. The proportions are harmonious, the stance is planted, and the subtle chrome accents whisper sophistication rather than scream opulence. It is a vehicle that looks equally at home outside a modern art museum or cruising through a winding mountain road. Step inside the 2026 XC60, and the atmosphere shifts from visual confidence to sensory calm. Volvo has mastered the art of interior minimalism, and the cabin feels like a carefully curated Scandinavian lounge on wheels. Premium materials dominate every surface, from soft-touch dashboards to finely stitched leather seats that cradle rather than constrain. Natural wood trims and brushed metal accents are used sparingly yet effectively, creating a tactile experience that feels authentic and human. The seating position is commanding, visibility is excellent, and long journeys feel less like a task and more like a restorative experience. At the center of the cabin sits a vertically oriented touchscreen that acts as the command hub of the vehicle. It is intuitive, responsive, and thoughtfully integrated rather than intrusive. The infotainment system is clean in design yet deep in functionality, offering seamless smartphone integration, advanced navigation, and a user interface that respects the driver's attention span. Voice commands are precise, reducing the need for distraction, while the digital instrument cluster presents information with clarity and elegance. Everything feels purposeful, engineered not for novelty but for long-term usability. Under the hood, the 2026 Volvo XC60 continues its tradition of intelligent performance. Whether equipped with a mild hybrid or a plug-in hybrid powertrain, the XC60 delivers power in a smooth, controlled, and refined manner. Acceleration is confident rather than explosive, prioritizing composure over theatrics. The hybrid systems work almost invisibly, enhancing efficiency without compromising responsiveness. The steering is precise, the suspension is remarkably well-balanced, and the ride quality borders on serene. Even at highway speeds, road noise is subdued, creating a cocoon of calm that few competitors can rival. What truly sets the XC60 apart, however, is how it makes driving enjoyable without demanding aggression. This is a vehicle that rewards smooth inputs and thoughtful driving. It glides through corners with stability, absorbs imperfections in the road with grace, and maintains a sense of control that inspires confidence in every situation. Whether navigating urban traffic or embarking on a long-distance journey, the XC60 feels composed, intelligent, and reassuring. Safety, as expected, remains the cornerstone of Volvo's identity, and the 2026 XC60 elevates this legacy even further. Advanced driver assistance systems operate like an invisible co-pilot, constantly monitoring the environment without overwhelming the driver. Features such as adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, collision avoidance, and blind spot monitoring work in harmony to create a protective shield around the vehicle. What makes Volvo's approach exceptional is subtlety. The systems intervene only when necessary, allowing the driver to remain in control while quietly enhancing overall security. Practicality has not been sacrificed at the altar of luxury. The XC60 offers ample cargo space, clever storage solutions, and rear seat comfort that easily accommodates passengers without compromise. Fold-down seats expand versatility, making it equally capable of handling daily errands or weekend adventures. Every compartment feels thoughtfully designed, reinforcing the impression that this SUV was engineered by people who understand real-world needs, rather than abstract market trends. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of the 2026 Volvo XC60 is its personality. It is fun without being juvenile, luxurious without being pretentious, and technologically advanced without feeling cold or robotic. It appeals to drivers who value intelligence over excess, substance over spectacle, and refinement over raw aggression. This is an SUV for those who appreciate understated excellence, for those who understand that true luxury often speaks in a calm, confident voice. In the crowded landscape of mid-size luxury SUVs, the 2026 Volvo XC60 stands tall, not because it tries to outshout its rivals, but because it outthinks them. It represents a mature evolution of design,